order to become the richest man in the area. A man went to a casino and asked his son to make a choice for him, but after 2 guesses, the boy succeeded in making Carter a multi-millionaire. But Carter wasn't satisfied with the status quo. So he asked his son to make one last choice, but then the unexpected happened. As the roulette wheel spun slower and slower, the ball came to rest on the red numbers. But just when Carter thought he had won $1 billion, he was told by the staff that his chips were in the black. A dumbfounded Carter was dumbfounded. He had already placed a bet on his son's selection before the wheel was spun. So why weren't there any chips on red? Carter was repeatedly told that he had bet on red. Seeing that Carter didn't agree with his story, the staff asked his colleague to bring in the surveillance video. When he saw the video, Carter was stunned to find out that it wasn't the casino staff who had set him up. He was about to place a bet when he received a phone call, so he casually threw his chips on black. Carter almost fainted when he learned the truth. He was quickly dragged out of the casino by the staff. After a lot of ups and downs, Carter was left penniless once again. And although this experience left him penniless, but the lucky boy was still by his side. But where did this little boy come from? Go back a week. Carter used to run a bridal shop with his 2 best friends, but in the face of many people not wanting to find another half, the shop sold only 1 wedding dress since the beginning. Without any income, they could no longer afford the rent. In order to keep the bridal shop, they had no choice but to take out their ancestral treasures to try to exchange for some money to pay this month's rent. However, when Carter arrived at the pawn shop, he found that the items were only worth $100 combined. Carter had no choice but to leave the pawn shop, but just as he walked out, he suddenly realized that his ex-girlfriend had passed him by and had given birth to a baby boy. Carter was so inspired that he took a shortcut to the woman. He then pretended to be unaware of the encounter. After some exchanges, Carter learned that his ex-girlfriend's child was born to his brother. Dumbfounded Carter instantly flaxed and frozen, so he said goodbye to his ex-girlfriend without saying a word. But when he was about to sell his home, he realized that the price was the same at every house. But when he was ready to go back, he realized that his ex-girlfriend had been in a car accident.